Hey yo, what's going on guys? My name is Isma and I'd like to welcome you all to episode 46 of my Warhammer 40k Tacticus series. In today's episode, we're going to be completing the Saim Hamm Mirror Campaign. We're going to be doing page 5. In addition, we're going to be doing some Onslaughts right after that. So, I hope you all enjoy and let's begin. Alright, so that's going to be our squad. We first move up, Yazgo, then move Abraxas to get rid of G3 using his active. We then move up Torf, Angrax, and Archimedos, and skip. Actually, no. We attack this Harlequin, then we skip. Alright, so in our next turn, we move up Abraxas. He gets rid of those 3, which is pretty rare, but nice to see. We move Angrax to get rid of this Harlequin. However, the other 2 clean them up, so let's move on. Alright, starting off, we once again move Yazago, use his active, then move Abraxas, and then use his active. Basically the main combo of this entire campaign. Alright, and we get this kill with Archimedos. And all that's left are 3 of them, which Screamers make quick work of. Moving on. Alright, so first order of business, Yasuo once again, Abraxas once again, and we try to get rid of this one using Hann. Okay, and we also get an adjacent enemy fleeing, and our summons clean up the final 2. Alright, we're gonna swap in Folk for Hagen, and let's see. Let's move up Volk first and use his active ability. Then we move up Yasuo. Finally, Abraxas and his summons are gonna finish this round first. Alright, just have to skip. Alright, let's move on. Okay. Abraxas, Yasuo, same combo as always. Summon over here. Oh, Pinker actually doesn't quite get killed. However, we have Archimedos for a reason. Alright, so we're gonna move Yasuo deep into enemy territory, swap with Abraxas, move Volkov, use his active, and finish off with Abraxas' active, and let the summons do their work. Alright, we move on. Alright, so we have a 3-unit battle, but we only have 5 enemies. So, this is pretty simple. Well, all of these levels are simple, but this one is just a tad bit easier than the rest. Alright, for this level we have lots of Harlequins, so we just do a quick reposition, and maybe I could have positioned Yasuo a bit better. Yeah, I could have. However, we do have Mesa, as well as Archimedos that was out. And well, then there's Toff. Alright, Archimedos gets rid of 1. And Pinker does pretty much. I guess for one, this is a mission where Abraxas isn't really useful. Okay, Mesa crits that one. Get rid of this one here. And we move up Yasuo. Toff gets rid of that one. And finally, Pinker eliminates the Harlequin. And first up, move Yasuo, swap with Abraxas. Move here, active here. Screamer's there. Abraxas here. Not Abraxas, sorry, Alternators. And Screamers there. Done. Alright, so we have a lot of Haldari warriors to get rid of. Let's see, let's put Volkin. And should we keep our tomatoes? No. Alright, so move up Yazgo. Swap with Abraxas. Volk up, get rid of these three. Then Abraxas is going to move here. Then we use his active. Actually, you know what? I should have put his active downward, but that's why we brought in Nazgul. To clean things up on the second level. Sorry, second turn. And there we go. I do apologize for the gameplay of this level. I didn't realize I was recording until a moment. Alright, so in this one we have a lot of enemies on the high ground. Asco isn't really gonna be able to do much, so we move Tough up in front. And move up Abraxas. Get a couple Screamers out. And Tough targets this one. And we eliminate this one. Oh, actually we do not eliminate it. Alright, so the summons clean up what they can, and Volk follows up with his attempt and is successful. Alright, Yazgo moves up first once again, close to the Abraxas. We should get a lot of summons here. Then with Volk, we move up and use his. Sorry, with Tough, we move up. Then Volk, use Volk's active. And follow with Tough's active on the Harlequin, which we eliminate. And then there were one. So, get rid of it. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the last level, level 75. Going against Muugan Ra, 4 Harlequins, 4 Warriors, and 2 Wardens. And first thing first, we're gonna move up Yazgo, and that is Abraxas. Okay, let's move Yazgo again. Swap with Abraxas. We're gonna bring Tough upwards, and let's just use Abraxas' ability. Not really gonna get much since I was horrible in positioning. And we take out that Harlequin using Tough's active. Okay, second turn, Muugan Ra uses his active, Harlequins deal a decent amount of damage to Abraxas, and all of our summons get taken out. But I believe we still have control over this. Okay, so let's take out Muugan Ra using Yazgo and his boosted up attack with his passive. Then we are gonna bring up Tough and attack this one. Yazgo takes a tremendous amount of damage, but he is still alive, thankfully. So, we attack here, here, and here. And with that, the Saim Hamm Mirror is complete. Okay, so we've unlocked the Elite campaign, but I'm not gonna be focusing on those for a little while. Let's claim our 2 chests, get our uncommon Xenos badges, and we should begin some rare Xenos badges. Oh, and also we got a new team. That's nice. We've also completed these set of missions, got a couple extra Muugan Ra shards. And let's see what we're gonna do for now. Okay, so this is the team we're gonna be using for Onslaught. We have Ravas and Shosil with the Gene Stealers, Isaac, Holland, and Zabia, and Isaac is dead. But the good thing about the Gene Stealers is that even though they die, they can be revived. And now we have 6 characters on the field. So let's just move everyone up. Let's bring Shosil back. Attack here. Use this, and okay, so we're gonna move Isaac to the back. as well as we're gonna hold off on his active ability. Okay, so now we use Isaac's active. We get a couple more of the neophytes. I was hoping that they would have taken out a couple of the Tyranids, but we get what we get. Okay, so now we're going to move it on She, and then hold on, we're gonna heal Zybia, and Zybia is gonna attack. The one good thing about the Xenos Onslaughts is that you have a lot of characters that can bring in summons, so it takes a lot of the stress off of the actual characters themselves. So that's always nice. And for attack, oh, almost got that one with Show Sill, and we're not quite in range to eliminate him with Ravas. So we're just gonna attack from the corner. Some more neophytes go down. I think Isaac is dead. Yes, he is. Okay, so first up we attack with Zybia. Now I could have moved Zybia to potentially get another summon, but I kind of wanted to stay in the backfield a little while because later on I can get those summons. As of right now, I'm trying to keep mostly everyone alive, including him. But we get a couple of them with Ray Vess's re-upped active. And we move Shosil here, Zybia here, attack. With Holland, let's see. Let's heal up Shosil. The reason I'm not healing up Holland himself is because he still has a revive, so I can focus on keeping my other characters healthier. Reverse takes a chunk of damage there, and she's dead. Okay, not great options here, but I'm gonna go with Emo's back. Hopefully I could use his active to take out a couple of them. Who should I move with? I'm gonna bring Shosil to the back, then I'm gonna move with Zybia here. Okay, we get a flee, in addition to an elimination. With Emo's back, I'm gonna move up here. We use his active to take a good chunk out of that swarm, but it's still up, even after an additional attack on She. Okay, Holland is down, Zybia is down, but they do have their revives, so we can bring in both Gorgons and Snapper, because Death Leaper isn't really gonna do much. So we are gonna use the Warg. That's gonna clean up a good amount of them because Bobo, Goats, and the Elk Boys are pretty strong. Okay, get rid of that swarm and get rid of this Termagant. With Holland, we are going to heal up. Shucks, I actually meant to heal up on She there. Misclicked and got the Neophyte instead, but at least the Neophyte will get a bit of a damage boost, so not all bad. Alright, so let's attack. Okay, we killed one swarm and the other one ran away, which is very nice. They are a pain to deal with, so let's try and get rid of a couple more of them. Okay, not quite able to take that one out. Let's move here and heal up the Oak Boy because the Oak Boys are pretty useful summons. Really tanky too. Okay, well, he wasn't tough enough to survive the attack, but he did tank a few shots which would have gone towards my character, so all well and good. Okay, we move back on She. We back with Shosil. We get rid of this one here. We are going to bring Holland back and let's heal the Hypermorph. Okay, and Snapper. Let's put him in the center. Okay, the boss Bogots is down, but he took one with him, so not bad. Okay, so let's aim for the one in the center. We take them out, and one also runs away, so that is very nice. We also get a lot of crits with Emo's Effect, and we attack with Holland just because. Ooh, a lot of swarms. Alright, so let's bring in the new drop and Snotflogger. Okay, the new drop is gonna be very helpful at taking out some of these tanky targets. We use Snotflogger active, and we eliminate this lone, well, not lone, but low health Omgont. Okay, we bring in, actually, let's bring in the Tyranid Warrior because we have the neurotrope and it'll work good with his passive. We attack here. Let's see, use Show Still to get rid of this one. Attack. Let's use Snotflogger to get rid of the swarms because of his extra attacks. Those are gonna be very handy. And yeah. Okay, so another 2 swarms we have to deal with. The summons did a lot of work. I'm glad. Alright, so Snapareka goes down. Let's bring in Thotmos. Summons are gonna clean up as much as they can, which ultimately leaves us with just a swarm. So let's get rid of him and move on to the next challenge. Alright, so I'm gonna go with Show because I'm trying to get him leveled up. Okay, so this is our team we're going to be using for Onslaught, and Incisus is already dead, as well as Nicodemus. We bring in Tangita, move up. Actually, before we do that, let's get rid of 2 of them. And with Tangita we'll get rid of the 3rd, as well as get a Skatari. Put Nicodemus in the center and heal himself. Alright. Okay, we'll bring Birch out here and attack. We'll get a fleet, which is nice. Eliminate this one and heal up. Okay, Cuts Codon goes down. Let's bring in Ancient Toriad. Let's move Birch out again and attack. Use Toriad's ability. Get him some extra buffs in terms of health and damage. And Nicodemus, we heal. Oh shucks, I actually was supposed to heal Birch out there. Move up Birchard, move Nicodemus and heal him, this time properly. Then move here. And move him downwards. Okay, Nicodemus is down, but we did heal Brother Birchard, which is important, since he is probably the only one who's gonna survive this entire ordeal. We now use Tacticus' ability. We eliminate 2 and 1 runs away, which is nice. And we get a double crit, actually multiple crits from Brother Birchard on his double attack. Right, so our Skatari do a decent amount of work, not too much, but we can still bring in 1 more. We attack, trying to get rid of this swarm, which we are successful in, and we whittle away at the other one. But now 2 more swarms have appeared. And Thaddeus is still alive, thankfully, because he can deal with the, the regular Tyranids pretty quickly. Actually, he can deal with all Tyranids pretty quickly, because even though of the low pierce ratio, he has a lot of damage. I am surprised though that the swarms are not targeting Thaddeus. They are more so going for Brother Jaeger. But oh well. Okay, we move over here. Okay, we lose 3 out of our 5 Skitarii. Move up Brother Bertrand, attack. Unfortunately, didn't get rid of any of them, but we do get a flea in the follow-up. And another flea in the following attack. Eliminate this one, and summoning another Skitarii. Brother Jaeger is almost defeated. So let's bring him a little ways to the back. Okay. Alright. He almost got rid of that Tyranid, but was still unsuccessful. Let's bring in Lucian. Move up. Okay, got a flea. Two limbs from Brother Bertrand and Thaddeus. Get rid of this one. Almost got rid of that one with Tacticus. Okay, move up Thaddeus. Let's move him to the high ground. Attack. Ooh, just almost. Okay, we still get a Skitarii out of it, so that's nice. Okay, swarms are okay. Everyone killed Lucian, and Thaddeus is also down. Let's bring in Ragnar and Asmodai. Yeah, but why not? Okay, let's use the Warhowl and move up with Asmodai and attack. Oh, got a crit. That's still not enough. Okay, Ragnar's attack was able to defeat his target. Same with Brother Ancient Toriad, sorry. Tangita also got an Elam, and Brother Bertrand. Alright, so all that's left are the 2 swarms and this one Termagant. Okay, Ragnar eliminates the first. Alright, so now we're gonna move up Tangita, eliminate this Termagant, and the swarm flees. Okay, let's continue. We are going to honor... should we... I think I'm gonna go with Brother Bertrand here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided I'm gonna end the video here. In this video, we were able to complete the Saim Hamm Mirror Campaign, as well as do a couple of Onslaughts. So, I thank you all for watching. I do hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.